I have just awakened, so we have the loading quad, Google loading bar. Oh yeah, we were on loading instance interface. Now we need to get to screen loaded main menu instance. Then we need to go in-game menu. So we did like 1.7 yesterday. We didn't add the text yet for loading all the text. It sucks that I had to close down the computer, but it's like it creates a lot of dry air in the room, so I sleep so much better without that dry air. And then I wake up like a lot better. Just that dry air sucks. And with the cold, it's like even more dehydrating. It's like horrible. So we have this new Android UI and loading UI folder. And let's see, main menu, loaded instance interface, loading. And today I'm gonna have to bring everything back up, meaning that I have to reopen, show how I reopen everything. Let's make some notes here. We can add some tip of the loading screen. Loading. Two-char type. Connect your Bluetooth controller two-char type. So I have an Xbox controller. We'll test later, but it's like we're working on the basics. We have the percentage text, the game name. Sorry, I have to make the I'd like to put the game name up top, but I think putting it more on bottom would be just more casual. So we have the text field, percentage text, loading text we have ready, percentage text, so it'll be like half the scale. We can dump it in here. Just copy paste this. Make it 0, 7, 5. I don't even know what color this is. I'm just guessing the color. Set it to a static 99 for now. I don't even know how I'm going to determine how much resources are loading and how to call back on top of it. But as soon as it like tries to switch to the other one, I guess I could just change it. Or I could start at 0. Now I could start 0. Set it to 99. Update would need this though. It would still need to know that render exists. What if update gets called too early before text renderer class exists? It would need to exist. I don't know. It's for safety, and it's kind of like, I'm guessing this update will be disabled anyway once it's loaded. Change the color a little bit. Okay, so we do 2 things with percentage text. To change the Y. Okay, the scale should be twice as small, so let's put 125. Game name, let's make it a whole. Let's make it 20. Y position to be negative 0.1. Game name position negative 0.2. And we have to compile this before we add the loading quad, which I don't know how it's going to work without the percentage. Let's kind of funky. Compiling the game in an Android project directory for PC, but it's actually kind of cool. Let's run this on PC, then run it on Android. Seems Android Studios almost warmed up here. I have too much stuff loaded. There is a reason for it, but it's like a bunch of reasons. Here I'm trying to do the camera, where I don't know how to copy the texture, and I kind of know about it. It'd be cool for the map editor. You could like do that whole take a picture and make a level thing. Maybe later, but I would have to like get the camera to work nicely. It's a little different on the other devices, so it's like a headache of its own. Okay, loading Kulo windows. Okay, we have a new line problem. I don't have the text, so it does new lines. It's not. Seems the text would have to be up there. The A and the G and the A seems cut off. It's not far enough. Let's just increase distances of stuff. This will be -4, this will be -2. See how it looks on Android. Connect our device. Yeah, new line is one of those things I haven't done yet. New line, scroll text. Alright, that needs to be put down 5. To compile on PC. Okay, a little better. It's like death. How do I do the new line? The ideal thing is to be coded into the text. Let's ask the AI, and then I'll just patch it up with the game name too, and make it a little smaller. Because the bucket windows is like a subname. There's just other subnames like Thermal Mental. A reporting disability and whatnot. Be a lot of them, sub-episodes or whatever. I kind of didn't want to do it like this, but I guess it just morphed into it. Text field color class does not have any run functionality yet. This is because I don't know how to do it. Well, it's just take the scale, calculate it, move it back to where the other quad exposition was. It's not like mathematically hard to do it, but it would take time. But we have some tests now. Okay, so scale it down a little bit. Let's up the color so it looks a little different. And then set the whites like 7. And we want to load the text field thing, AI. Some question. Make new lines to draw text to a new line. So my text field from class code. Let's see what it says. I have a basic idea on how to do it. It doesn't fit even. Is it that long? It shouldn't be that long, unless I have trash in here. Oh, I have like commentaries. It's like random trash stuff that got left over. If I clean this up, I should be able to copy paste it. If your OpenGL y-axis standard, you subtract the line height. Yeah, we need this line height variable. Paste all of it. Maybe it does. Let's see. font size set to 16 pics. New line detection. Make this quad invisible, degenerate. And manually degenerate. You don't really need to though. Clear unused quads. I was using new line. Oh, line height minus Y. Line feed move down. Carriage return. Start X equals X. Yeah, so it would have to be something like that. It's better to manually code this. So the brain is completely wrapped around it and just make mistakes. So just copy pasting this AI slop. Alright, I think we've avoided the AI slop for now. By just adding a new text field is a good way to do it because the AI slop we could kind of move. Cool duo bugabundos and the big triangles over at loading. We should move it like down a little bit. So it looks like an Android. Oh, this is a different project. Whoops. And this triangle here, it's not textured. Well, in PC it is. I have to figure out what generates that triangle later, or pretty soon here. Oops. I'm gonna build this project. Does it not have curl or something? Nope. I have to like check this out for a second. Yeah, there's no curl. I could include a different OpenSSL. Zero 0.01. This is some side thing I need to figure out later. It's if I can. if I can use just a standard curl. I mean the prefab curl. I don't know what this FIPS thing is. So I don't know if I can. I would have to make like test projects and just like a link against them. This doesn't really tell me the answer. It just kind of guesses the answer. Use it from Google. I could show off what the problem is, but it's just basically it somehow tries to call non-existent shared libraries functions on the older device. On the newer device it works, on the older one it doesn't. So it's just the other thing built. It was doing game PGS. Oh, this one attempts to use sound. So it'd be nice to get the sound to work on Android. I think on PC I have a system. So the sound system is going to be also kind of like this. It's going to have like just almost completely different code. But for the PC Google Play version, I'm guessing it just has the open SL code or OB code or something. It just works. Okay, that looks a little better. I was going to move that down. Why does the percentage text look stupid? Okay, percentage text needs different color. R, G. Okay, let's make this like this. Six. 8. Alright, it should be a little better. I think it's like going off the loading pod though. Yeah. We need to like add a space. See if adding spaces actually moves this text. Okay, the I don't even know if the spaces moves the text. I wrote like 2 text printers. Okay, it does. Wow. Cool. Alright, so 0%. That moved way too much. Should move everything kind of up. Need it to look okay. Don't really need good here. Because I can obsess about this for like 8 more hours. It would make it better though, but okay, that's good. It's not really that good. It's funny how the text shader for Android looks so much better than the PC. PC has that jank stuff or that garbage, but it's like cool because it makes it look like garbagey. Whatever. Okay. Now let's do main menu. Add a variable to this. Instance loader interface. Oh no, we didn't do the loading bar yet. How would we do that? We just draw a quad or a bunch of quads. Or did we do the loading bar? Oh, I know what we did. We didn't do crap. Let's make a simple variable. Drawing it. Remember, because what the hell is this? I should have put underscore m in front of these, but it's kind of obvious what it is. All right, the loading bar thing. It just has nothing. It just does nothing right now. This is a really good class to replicate right now. Start working on main menu a little bit. Input underscore cpp.text. I'll just copy paste this in there. I'll make template underscore h.text. Spell text, okay. the circle pad. Watch, we won't do the circle pad. Oh, this is exactly what I thought. I mean, it's decay version 23. I think we need build target 21 for both these. Like, fucking headache. And if this one is the one we need, then it's like, how do you build this crap? Just to use like stupid logic, not overcomplicate it. It's probably just including the A thing. Don't put it into the prefab. Clone the project. This is the entire sprite map for the game. It's like been taking a really long time to do this part. These balloon bubbles will obviously be replaced, but I think it's the balloon itself can be used, and just the text can be drawn out using some method. But it was like the getting started thing. Use something to get started. This is just like a known fact that will be used. Then later it gets like more complex. What the heck? It's like, no. Why would I paste into X and Y both? That's crazy. This way I can have it so that the buttons can stretch later for main menu. These would be like the main menu buttons, I guess. It's not like they're going to be displaying the battery power, the internet speed. It kind of is pretty bad looking main menu buttons, but I'm just trying to have its own unique little flavor. That's all that really matters in this particular game, because later, once the engine is up, you can just mod it. It provides just a skeleton for the C++ to work against. Obviously, these coordinates can be like dynamically different depending on the sprite sheet. But for now, a static sprite sheet is just actually good for optimization and insanity purposes. Let's drag this here. First make one, and then cut it up. Kind of like these. It took like 6. Here it only took. Oh no, there's also halves. Should I do halves for this red one? We need to replicate first. calculator. Subtract these weird UV values, and that's the center point. We need to divide it by 2. I don't think so. We'll just know when we plug it in. That's not the center point. I thought I was doing something mathematically wrong. It's this. Because it needs to be centered for it to work. Logically, or mathematically, or whatever. Because we're like an offset or a relative offset to the coordinate system we're in. So this 0, 1, 5 thing, we would have to zero that out. I think we could have just divided by 2. Whatever. No. Like, what the fuck? Does this look right? It kind of looks right, except for that thing stupid. Okay, that looks right. Cool. So we want to do the same kind of cutouts that we did. This is like kind of an elementary thing to do, but it has its purpose. It'll pay off with what it gives in terms of quickness later in the code. I do have to like add these to the sprite sheet and name them still. There's like it takes a lot of time and work. It's not like the most exciting thing in the world, but it's like a really required thing for these 2D platformer tile-based games. They absolutely need a sprite mapping. It's just like weird sprite work and GIMP or Photoshop and UV cutting software, and I want to make my own UV cutting inside the game and have map editor, but first it has to be done like this. There's like no avoidance of this. So I'll have to time jump into it. Okay. We still need the loading bar. Bar. Beer. Happy hour. Alright, time for the happy hour of the menu. Let's draw some quads. Okay. It'd be nice to predefine all the coordinates for these quads. Like these stupid ass files. Like, what the hell happened here? Like, why didn't they open? Like, we're gonna need this one, I believe. This is just pre-built shit, right? Yes. No, I just need... Yes, it's here. This is all I would need. Just link this fucker. So where would I put this? This stupid page should tell me. Their Google garbage fucking jetpack landfill. I used to watch all those jetpack compose videos. At least they got me motivated. But I like talking so much shit about them. Build this trash in Kotlin. It's not language. It's more garbagey than Java. More garbage. More garbage collection. Unknown behavior. Hate towards Android Studio and not knowing what the hell you're doing. Isn't all software development like this? Yeah, that's why it's just funny to talk about it. Gradle, just like this fucking Java build system, like it just confuses you right at the bat. Like, why do I have like multiple Javas installed? Oh, because I need to have a Java builder to build Java. Like, they should tell you that in the beginning. You don't. They're just like, oh, this is great. Yeah, you could have this thing. New features, modular fragments. Like, what the fuck is a fragment? Isn't it just a quad with a shader? No, it's a fucking garbage collection object. They manipulate you into. The thing is, like, we don't have Z library with this stupid thing, do we? Like, this is why I like building curl myself. This might be sufficient, though. We just won't have compression. We'll have cryptography, but won't have compression. It has to be put into chain libs, I believe. Stack Overflow banned me for like saying abstract answers. They're fucking assholes. I just want to like log in and just start posting stupid stuff, but they have like trolls in place and admins more horrible than Reddit to just like insta ban you once they see your IP for like posting weird stuff. This is a really good thing, the shopping list for electronics. It's only $12 on DigiKey. You could run Android on this. Yeah, this like gets me down the electronics rabbit hole. Like, look at this thing. Imagine soldering 5 of these together. You would have an iPhone, basically. It's like quad core times 5, it's 20 cores. This is a nice list, though. This is like the list of devices you need to support. It's like that, because you could play this shit on all the single board computers, like sick. You're essentially writing like a mini operating system for all the single computers here. So why not? So we need to like go back to our other gamepad UI interface. The gamepad UI interface isn't really on the PC for now. So it's kind of like a template to load into these basic controls. So that way it can have multiple of these game UI. The instance classes aren't actually supposed to render anything. They're supposed to just instantiate another class. So later we could just replace them with another class, but they do just for now. So let's create a quad. We need this code to just create the loading quad. Yeah, like if I transferred over all of this code from instance interface and made loading screen quad and put all this stuff into it, it would be a lot neater, but it's like what I did there was really stupid. I shouldn't have done this. Just pasted the inner part of the function. No, I put it in the wrong place. I'm getting lost, but it should be in here. So it'll have this loader thing. So let's just render one quad with this loader thing. Just set up the elements data struct so we know where it's at. This is the position of it. I have to also set up the color. Yeah, let's set up the color. Let's actually define its height. Be 0.5. The Y, I guess it's an okay Y. The Y is going to have to match the percentage. Let's just see this stupid thing compiles. Because we have to get to the main menu. Like, I can make the loading bar look really cool, but kind of have to. We do need the loading bar to have its own type though. Define suits at Las Vegas. Okay, it's like a suit company. Define. Took these fancy custom-made suits. I don't know where my stupid slack pants went. I guess I have to go back to like Marshall's or some shit. I don't want to go there though. I hate that place. Oh, I used to. Now it's like legit. Regular trash cans for recyclables. Alright, what we need to call this is quad one. Type. So we could have a custom shader for it. It's like I've been thinking of how to put the code of the shader inside this, and I have almost, and then it just ends up because it'd be funny if we can take, instead of passing in a type, we can know which quad it is. Loading. Why is the color of this crap stupid? Alright, let's do further modification. It should be... Let's make it red. I wanted to say 80%. We'll say 100% here. And here we'll say 80 or some shit. I think the Z position is the red. So stupid. Whatever. I need to load the shader code. I'm really lost right now in the shader code. I don't know like how I'm gonna do this. I guess I'm just gonna do it. Say screw it. Still need to update things on the shader code too. It's just becoming more convoluted and bloated. That's good though. It's an inspirational thing. So, probably like some shit like this. Where is the loading bar? Can't see it. See if we can see anything here. It should be in some stupid position. Okay, let's see what it was 0. to have like less else ifs in here, but whatever. Optimize this later. Because I could just go from like all the stuff that needs to be 2D interface first. That way it just like, it doesn't have to go through so many hoops. But you have to kind of optimize it now. It'll get very long, it's already long here. Some of this is like really simple. Draw a circle. Let's make it out in front. Make it red and blue or something. Now, seems to show. Where is it? It's 41,000, right? Is it hiding behind the big quad? That's what I'm afraid of. Or is it -9, -5? Oh. I don't think we ever instantiated it. That could be a problem. So I have to do new, create the class, and that'll run the code that concatenates onto the vector of the vertices and the indices. Later that gets pushed onto OpenGL with GL for data. So it should have pushed it now. Let's see how it hasn't. Probably maybe it's just missed the shader. The nice thing of doing it like this is that the shader gets read from the operating system file. You just plug in values, play with it, and then later send it to Android to do the same thing. How to recompile. This is how fast the workflow is. close it. That was a stupid loading bar. And since the GDB doesn't work, GCC MG, it works in Android. So we get to get or ride the trolley through Android Studios, LLDB. You know, this coded this without bugs by relying kind of on standard and just years of coding. Alright, why isn't there a thing showing up? Inside the UV coordinates, and inside the bottom, yeah, look at the other color in here. Okay, 41,000. We know that the X and Y is correct. We don't even need this thing. Just get rid of it everywhere. I know what the problem is. We never call create quad. This is a stripped out skeleton class. It doesn't have that feature. We just don't call the functions all in function. Could add that, but yeah, this should fix the problem. Sometimes it's like, do the hardest thing, not think about it. Just sit there and like rant about something else. It's like, oh, stupid thing. Oh, there we go. We got this stupid pink thing. Now we gotta put it. Where the percentage number is. Okay, let's try that. Take a screenshot of this. This is kind of badass. Just looks like, what the fuck? Okay. Let's modify the shader for no apparent reason, instead of putting it in the right position. Okay, we'll still do that. We don't have a time variable, do we? This is going to do something stupid. Let's see what this does. The funny thing is we see this. Oh, because that's transparent. We see this kind of go through this pyramid. I don't know how I got that type of functionality where I'm, I guess, blending. Oh, because this alpha is not here. But it's funny how it is just perfectly. Wow. It's perfectly like right there, and that's one triangle and that's another quad, and they're blending between each other. Oh, I forgot to do this. Okay. Let's see what this does. Oh, it sent it to some other dimension. Cool. Okay, like moved it for no reason. I might need to insert time into this. I do have time in the other version, so I know how to insert it. Standardized for shader toy stuff. But we don't have time in this, so it really, that's maybe good. So I'm not sitting here just writing random shaders, but sometimes it is good. give it the gradient effect, so. Why is the position so stupid? Yeah, Vic4 position. In position. Position is equal to in position. Still though. In position. The X is changing. Oh, X is being set to this dumbass variable. What would this mess up if I got rid of that? Okay, it works. Like that. Something about some stupid projection thing. Are the circles still there? Yeah. Okay. So I guess take position Y minus this. And get like a non-time-based gradient loading thing. Okay. Well, how did Y not do anything? Let's change this to 0.5. No. There's no gradient up and down. There should be though. Times this by 10. Let's go to kill. Damn it, didn't work. My position should be negative. It's going to be like almost next to 0. color this is still going to change later. It's a really stupid color equation, but you can kind of see that the Y is gradient this way. But it's hard to get it without having to think about it the correct way. Throw this away. Alright, that looks a little cooler. I should just use what I have on Raspberry Pi for this other color thing, but we need time for that. Not overkill DX. So did it like make it? Can't see it. like that, I guess. I'm wasting too much time, but I already have a little bit of Y and X, and there's some sort of circular, and there's already 3 colors. That's probably the most effective guess I can make, and it is doing too many calculations anyway. Alright. 0.8. That will be 16, 1.6. Y is going to be... What is the exact coordinates of... I'll make it default silently to be the right... percentage coordinate. 0.0, yeah. Let's make a note of this here. Alright. What if it was 0.1? Okay. It's too high. This height should be over 10. Then I just said Z somehow. Probably have to do it a shader here. Let's set position to be 0.11. Uh-oh. I don't see it at all. Let's set position to be 0.75. Alright, we drew over the text. And manually set the position here in the shader. It's kind of nice.